So this is the explanation for issues. This issue discussed the increase in the price of fish and vegetable in the market by around 1 ringgit to 2 ringgit per kilogram. Based on the news from Harian Metro, several essential food items such as mackerel, golden pomfret, sea bass, and some vegetables like long beans, cabbage, and ginger have experienced price increase. This situation happened mainly because of unpredictable weather and flood condition in Terengganu, which affect the supply of fish and vegetables sent to Kuala Lumpur and nearby areas. When the supply becomes limited, seller cannot get enough stock. However, the demand from consumer remain high because these food items are daily necessities for household.
In these situations, floods have reduced the supply of fish from Terengganu to the market. When the supply of fish decreases, fewer goods are available for consumers to purchase. In economic theory, this situation causes the supply curve to shift to the left from S1 to S2. As a result, the equilibrium price increases because the quantity available in the market is limited while demand is still high. At the same time, the equilibrium quantity decreases because sellers cannot supply as much fish as before. This clearly shows how external factors such as natural disaster can directly affect the market supply and price level. These situations also creates risk for traders and small business owners in the market. When suppliers cannot provide enough stock, traders face difficulties in meeting customer demand. For example, some sellers mentioned that they did not receive fish stock for several days. When customers cannot get the products they want, they might go to other sellers or markets to buy similar products. This may cause traders to lose potential sales and reduce their daily income. Therefore, entrepreneurs must be prepared to handle supply problems and find alternative suppliers if possible.
The original supply curve is new supply. When input costs increase, production costs also rise. Because of this, sellers need higher price to cover their costs. As a result, the supply decreases and the supply curve shifts to the left from new supply to original supply. At every price level, the quantity supply becomes lower. The rise in fuel and supplier cost is quite significant. If seller absorb all these costs, their profit will decrease. Therefore, increasing price likely is a better option, so customer will still continue to buy. Seller can keep price relatively low for popular product, but increase price for items who cost
My name is
increase
Elia Masara binti Muhammad Sobri. During Chinese New Year, demand for chicken increases as China consumer buy chicken for the celebration, while some Malay consumers stock up early because chicken suppliers are on holiday. When more consumers want to buy chicken, the demand in the market increases. So the curve looks like this. This increases in demand cause the demand curve to shift to the right from D0 to D1. Why to the right? Because at each price, consumer want to buy more chicken. When demand increases but supply remains the same, the equilibrium price increases from P0 to P1, and the equilibrium quantity also increases from Q0 to Q1 because more chicken is sold in the market. When the demand for chicken increases during Chinese New Year, traders can take advantage of the business opportunity to a pre-order strategy. Through pre-order, customers place their order and pay a deposit in advance, which allow traders to obtain early cash flow. In addition, traders can manage their stock more efficiently because they already know the quantity of chicken that needs to be prepared. At the same time, this strategy helps retain loyal customers as they can ensure they will get their chicken supply during the festive season.
So, in conclusion, supply and demand change affect equilibrium of price and quantity. The increase in fish and vegetable price show how change in supply and demand affect the market equilibrium. Factors such as floods, weather change, and transportation costs can reduce supply in the market. When supply decreases but demand remains high, the price will naturally increase. From an entrepreneurship perspective, This situation shows that business owners must be flexible and prepare for unexpected risk. They need to manage their supply source carefully and adapt their business strategies to continue operating successfully in changing market conditions. That's all from me. Thank you.